Hi, this is Meg, Lightheart from megalightheart.com. We're talking about feedback this week and today about types of feedback, which may be the reason why we're finding feedback difficult to receive. There was a book called Difficult Conversation by, I never know their first names, Stone and Heen. And it was really instrumental when I first started looking into the topic of difficult/courageous conversations more than a decade ago. The authors workshopped it around the world, as you do, and they realised after a few years that the conversation everyone found difficult to have was feedback. And in their analysis, they came up with 3 types of feedback. And if we're getting the wrong type of feedback, that can make it difficult for us to receive, and 3 triggers which make it hard for us to receive feedback. Today we'll talk about the types, tomorrow we'll talk about the triggers. 3 types of feedback. Having this classification in your mind can both allow you to receive feedback easier and also to ask for the feedback you'd really want, plus give better feedback. The 3 types are: type 1 is appreciative feedback. That's feedback that's going, you are doing a good job, keep going. The second type of feedback is coaching feedback, which is do this differently, in more words. The third type of feedback is evaluative feedback, which means against this set of expectations, or this measurement, here's how you're doing in comparison. The 3 types of feedback are all really important. If you are not getting enough appreciative feedback, we all know what that's like. You feel unappreciated and you don't know if you want to be told that you're doing a good job. If you're not getting enough coaching feedback, you don't know how to, you have to make up about how to do a better job. But think about the Johari window. You only know what you know about yourself, but you don't know what other people know. And so to get better aspects you don't yet know about, you need people to tell you. And evaluative feedback is important because when you're doing something that affects other people, you want to know by that standard, how are you doing? For example, if you get a job or you're doing a contract and you've got therefore a boss or a client, that you want to know, how am I doing against this standard? It also becomes slightly more emotionally complex when all you're getting is appreciative feedback when you really want coaching feedback. So you have this person who is super supportive and they just tell you, just keep going, you're great. But really you want to know, how can I do my job better? Or all you get is appreciative feedback, and what you really want to know is, how am I doing? I've just got this new job. How am I doing in terms of the expectations? I've been working with you as a client for 6 months doing these things. How am I doing in terms of your expectations of how you want me to be doing? The other way can go as well. You really want appreciative feedback. You just want someone to say you're doing a good job. All you hear is how to do your job better. Or all you hear is evaluative feedback to go, this is how you're doing. And never does anyone say, wow, when you do this, it has this impact on me and I just really love to see it. So you can use these types to request the type of feedback that you'd like. So you can go, I'm really interested in hearing how I could do my job better. I'm really interested in hearing how I'm doing in terms of the job spec or the expectations of the contract. Do you know, sometimes I just want to know that you're pleased with the work that I'm doing. You can also ask someone else if you're giving them feedback. Let's say you've got a feedback meeting set up or a review with one of your team. You can find out from them what kind of feedback are they craving, and people understand these categories pretty well. Or you can just make sure that you give some appreciative feedback, some coaching feedback, some evaluative feedback, so that you're covering all the bases. I find this a really useful typology, and allows us to more clearly see to go, why am I feeling unfulfilled or annoyed by this feedback? Or why is this person not really hearing it? One of the reasons might be that the type of feedback that's being given or received isn't the thing that's needed or wanted. There are other reasons, including things that trigger our defences, and those are what we're going to talk about tomorrow. So have a think about your experience of feedback, when you've received the wrong type of feedback, and right now, what kind of feedback are you craving? If you need some help thinking through this type of stuff, then go to megalightheart.com and have a look at the coaching packages and see whether it's the right time for us to have some coaching together. If you have steady income and you get benefit from these videos, go to patreon.com/megalightheart and become a monthly patron. And make sure that if you have a comment or a thought, then please leave it, click like. That helps me know what's going on for you. Also helps the algorithms. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe and you'll get notified when there's a new video up. So thanks very much for your attention. Tomorrow we're going to talk about things that trigger our defences when we're receiving feedback. I'm Meg Lightheart from megalightheart.com, and I'll see you in the next one.